Hi, I'm Natasha Lockhart. We will talk with Miss Utah on her road to the Miss America pageant.
And I'm Afro Dames. Do you have a business that needs a jump? Let's talk about that.
And I'm Stacey Beck. We are back to school already. What's new with Nebo School District?
All this and more coming right up on Studio Chatter. Welcome to Studio Chatter. How is everyone doing?
Oh, fabulously.
It feels like forever since we've been here.
It has been forever.
It's been
you
a
took a
while.
vacation.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did. We went down to Lake Powell.
Oh.
Love Lake Powell.
Wrapping up the summer.
Wrapping up the summer. And then we went school shopping, us three.
Oh,
Yes,
Bella,
yes.
Ella, thank you for sponsoring
Thank
us again
you.
this month.
Well, I feel like I'm ready for fall.
Well, show us
So
what you're
yes,
wearing.
I
see what you
have
Lovely boots.
the fall outfit today. So
Nice.
long sleeve, floral, some jeans.
I
and
love the top, how it...
the knot.
The
how
knot.
it's already
I
knotted.
have a
love
short
this
sleeve
too.
top like
Yes.
that, and I like that.
Yes.
Now, are the jeans, Bella, Ella?
They are not.
Okay, so
These
the
are
top.
from my closet,
Okay.
yes. And then boot weather.
Boot
So
weather.
fun.
Ready? Yes.
Ready
Love
to go.
it.
Thank you,
I
Bella.
love
Okay,
the
so-
contrast, the dark
Yes.
blue and the white.
I do too, and this is really nice. I'm not sure what the material. It almost feels like a silky.
silk.
bit.
A silk
Yeah.
rayon. Mhm.
And
But
then
as
the
fall comes, you
style.
can put a blazer
That's
or
right, or cardigan or
cardigan over
something.
it. Yeah.
Super appropriate for school.
I
Yeah.
think so, yes.
Rocking
Mrs.
it.
Danes is coming at you.
Well, I got jeans and a floral top. I'm loving the floral tops. I
Love
showed
it.
my husband like
Love it. I
got
love
a
the
new
flutter
floral
sleeves.
top. And he's like, I can't tell. Because I think I've picked up a couple floral tops,
Yes.
but I love
the
these
sleeves.
Sleeves, yeah.
And the jeans, I'm 5'9" and I'm rolling the jeans. So if
No
you are
way.
tall, you would love these jeans. I absolutely love them. I even have them rolled up, and they are a little more high-waisted. Kind of taking me back to the 80s, just
Right.
a little bit.
Oh,
So
But it's a
they're
good fit.
definitely,
Yeah,
all
lovely.
of the jeans are creeping up a bit.
I kind of like
They're,
that.
yeah, they are.
'Cause they
They're all
crept a
going
little
up.
too low for too
That's
long.
Right, right. No
Okay.
more muffin top.
Aqua, I have a little surprise for you.
You do?
Yes,
I
so-
love surprises.
Remember last time we were here, we had wildflower here, and we made something together.
We did.
I went and picked it
Da-da-da.
up.
Oh, no way.
Oh, my
We
word.
made that. Oh,
We
wow.
made that, so I want to gift it to you, and you can take
Are
it
you
home.
sure? Thank you.
Yes, on our
Oh,
girls' night out.
That's amazing.
It really is.
Did they throw mine in the garbage?
Natasha's wasn't done. So I'm like, can I pick them both up? And they said, come back. And I didn't have time. So I
that's
got
really good.
I got ours.
you.
And this is what we're going to be making the tile for our girls' night out. And so I'm super excited.
so
It'll be
fun.
So I'll make my own that night.
Yes, and we'll have more
Oh, this
details
is
on
really
that
cool.
also.
Yes.
We're going to have so much
Yes,
fun.
it'll be
Good.
fun.
I like it. It's pretty.
So you've been busy cooking this week. Tell
Ugh,
us.
Yes,
What
yes.
have you been
Well,
doing?
you saw some of
Yes.
my pictures on Instagram,
Yes.
and I brought even their lovelier pictures to show
Okay.
it. So this was my first meal.
Oh
I
my
made the
goodness.
sweetest honey chicken.
Okay.
So
Good.
good. It was very good. So I have to tell you a little bit about the delivery. So
Okay.
it was everything that you can imagine.
So tell us what the company is first.
Okay, so it is HelloFresh.
Hello Fresh.
HelloFresh. Yes, and so I just got my second delivery today. So I'm going to do 2 weeks of this, and then I'm also going to try Blue Apron. Okay?
And Blue
Okay.
Apron's a different company.
It's a different company.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but I had the promotional code, so I saved $50.
Oh,
so
wow,
it was
that's
only
huge.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was only $35 for 3 meals.
Oh, that's really
Yeah,
good.
For two people.
For 2 people, and then I just supplemented a little bit for the 2 littles.
Okay.
But we
But
all
did you
ate.
feel like the two, like it wasn't enough?
Sufficient.
Oh,
Too
it was
much?
yes, no, it
Any
was
leftovers, or you ate
Nope.
it? It was
well,
perfect.
a little bit left over, but
Okay.
it was perfectly fine. It was fabulously fresh.
Oh,
The-
wow.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really, really good. So our first meal was the sweetest honey chicken, super good. The
good.
Pat LaFrida burger. So all of the, and then the Chipotle barbecue chicken thighs. So all of the
Wow.
meat came separate, came on ice, and then each of the produce bags are all all delivered separately, and everything's labeled perfectly.
So does it come in a cooler, like on your porch?
It comes on like ice, like
in a box.
In a box.
But if it's not on my
Nice.
porch in 100-degree
Oh
weather.
no, it's perfectly. They package it perfectly to last that long. So no signature required, and it's cold enough that it's going to last, and it really
Right.
yeah. So they
And it has all the ingredients.
It has
tell
all
us.
of the ingredients. So
That's tempting.
it takes about 30 minutes to prep.
Okay.
So the pros is that everything's there. So no shopping, and 3 meals are planned perfectly for the week. The only downside for me, honestly, the only downside, the dishes. I just have never done so many dishes. I'm not used to using so many little skillets and little bowls and chopping and whatnot. But it was fine. 3 nights a week, I can handle that. But other than that, it was great.
Okay, so you're going to try it again and do Blue Apron. So
yes,
next time,
yeah.
will you
So
have...
I know that we're running out of time here. So super quickly, I gifted to both of you in your
thank
email
you.
a free box
We
of
will
food.
look at that.
So the first 4 viewers to email in your email address, I will also
I'm
gift
excited.
you a free box of food from HelloFresh.
Oh,
Thank you.
that's
Yes,
nice.
so,
Thank you.
So they just need to get on Facebook and say
Just
something.
get on,
Okay.
just get on Facebook on the Studio Chatter page and email your address, and I'll
idea.
send that to
Right.
you direct from me.
Oh,
Thank you. So I just wanted to quickly say that the Nebo Peak Center is opening in Salem.
Oh, wow.
So now that school is starting, the public is welcome to go over, and it is going to have like a field house, advanced learning building, a warehouse, maintenance building, health classrooms, digital media, so many things that people are going to want to go there and check it out. So
Yay, yay, yay. Oh my
Yes,
word.
that'll be
This
fun.
is an amazing, amazing show. So please, 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 coming up next, it's back to school time. Stay with us for what's new at the Nebo School District. If you haven't liked our Facebook page yet, now is your chance. Facebook.com/SF17 Studio Chatter. Get involved in the chatter. Got an idea for us? Share it. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. So the official end of summer has come and gone. We are back in school, and with all the details, we welcome Lana Hiskey from the Nebo School District. Welcome, Lana.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
you're the perfect person to have here because you're the communications administrator, correct?
Correct.
What a
Yes.
fabulous job.
It is. And anytime you get to work with students, it's the best.
So what's new and exciting?
So we've started off our school year this year with a theme called Nebo Heroes.
I like that.
Yes, it's
Rhymes
awesome.
as well.
Nebo Heroes. And we want all of our employees to be their best when it matters most. And that's what the theme's all about. So we're pretty excited to have that
So
this year.
let me clarify, is it more for the teachers and administrators being the heroes?
We started with them.
Okay.
We want them to be the heroes, but we also want that to filter down with our
the
students
kids,
and
okay.
even our parents and our community and about being Nebo heroes. So hopefully it will spread throughout.
Okay.
So, how are you relaying this message? What do parents or teachers have to do to become that hero?
Well, we started off introducing that with the superintendent and the school board, introducing that to our faculty and staff. And then from there, we're hoping that that filters down to our students so that they know to be a Nebo hero and doing their best when it matters most. And then we hopefully that will go out to parents and that will start in the community as well.
So what are some other fun facts about the district? Like what's included in the district?
Okay, we have lots of fun facts.
Okay.
So in the district, you might not know that we serve 21 communities.
Wow.
And some of them
Wow.
are small.
Yeah,
So like
I didn't-
Benjamin and Lakeshore, and some are small, but they go from the south all the way to the north. So south would be Genola and Goshen, and then to the north would be Springville. And then you might not know how Nebo received its name. So there's a Mount Nebo just on the south end of, and that's where Nebo's from. But it's the highest mountain range in the Wasatch Front. So a lot of people think Mount Timpanogos is the highest, but
Mount
Mount
Nebo
Nebo
is
is
higher?
higher by 200 feet. Yes.
I never knew
So
that.
Mount Nebo is about 11,900 feet.
What's interesting is when people say that you're actually driving. When you're going up, you're really going down. It's the opposite. When people say they're driving up north, it's the opposite.
Oh,
So
because you're going
it's-
down.
Speaking of driving, we have 150 buses that
my
drive
goodness.
over 8,000 miles a day. So we have 150 buses driving over 8,000 miles a day, which equates to about 1.5 million miles a year.
Wow.
So
In the Nebo district.
in Nebo School District. So
Alone.
who knew, right?
So you have 150 bus drivers or
Right.
more, probably substitutes. What about crossing guards? Do you have any statistics
Well,
with that?
our crossing guards, we connect with the city with that
Okay.
as well. So as far as, we have volunteers,
Yeah,
but
so that's awesome.
couple other fun facts would be we are the 6th largest school district in the state. Wow. And we're the 5th largest employer in Utah Valley. So we have 3,800 employees this year.
Wow.
BYU and UVU, Alpine, and Intermountain Health Care have more employees than we have. But yeah, so that's kind of an interesting fact right here in South Utah County.
And since I've been on city council, I have really been made more aware of how close of a relationship Spanish Fork City has with Nebo School District. There's a lot of interlocal agreements with the city uses Spanish Fork High School's auditorium often, and vice versa. And so thank you for
really-
being such great partners.
It is so critical to
It
be
is.
good partners, and we love Spanish Fork City.
Well, we love
Awesome.
Nebo School District.
So,
And
it is a-
I know other cities are envious of that relationship
true.
because it saves money on both sides too.
It is.
So,
It's wonderful. We just love it. So
what's the best way for parents to get information they need? Like I had high schoolers SIS to get grades. What are some other?
So actually, we're getting into social media and have been the last couple of years.
Okay.
So those of you who are on Instagram, it's
Oh.
Nebo School District. Those that are on Facebook, it's Nebo School District. Twitter is just Nebo District. And then our superintendent has just started Instagram. He's
really?
been doing some fun things. And it's Superintendent Rick Nilsson.
Okay.
And then we do a Where Are We Wednesday. It's kind of a challenge on our website. So on Wednesdays, there's always a challenge that's sent out. And if you can guess it, you get a gift. And it's sponsored by Wiggy Wash, so it's pretty exciting. So those are some ways to communicate. We also have it's called Blackboard. It used to be called Parent Link. And it's a way that we can get out information to all of our parents, over 32,000 students or homes in 15 minutes. So it's wonderful in case we have an emergency or we need to get information out quickly.
Like snowstorms, for example. We ran into that this past school year a couple of times
did.
with
We had
just a
snowstorms.
few.
And
Yeah, we had lots of snow
Yeah.
in January, didn't
yeah,
we?
there were some problems.
Yeah,
So you
so-
guys communicated quickly.
It's important to.
And is that your primary job? That's
It
what
is.
you're doing,
It
right?
is.
As the communications
Yes.
director. That's amazing.
And those calls need to be made like that.
Right. Yeah. So we can get that out. It's all automatic. We've got it all on an automatic system. So they really do get out in 15 minutes.
Okay. You also deal with the media, like from Salt Lake to any big hip hip hooray. We made the news, or ooh, let's keep this hush hush. Let's not make the
today
news.
we had awesome news, and you know this in Spanish Fork, but we had Daily Herald come for Dallin Pepper. For
Yeah, he
being
was in city
the
council last
fittest
night.
teen on
Yeah.
earth. So it was awesome. It was fun. Those are the fun things when we
Those
can
are fun
celebrate
things.
students. We love that.
Yeah,
So
state
important.
champions and
We've
scholarships.
had so many of those. Yeah.
Do you remember, Lana, how many scholarships were earned or given away last year?
Oh wow.
I know you shared those numbers, but
Yes, I'm just. At some of the high schools, it was over 7 million just per high
$7
school.
million dollars.
Yeah, so it was awesome. And those funds come through so many businesses
Right.
and wonderful people and universities, and it's really important to continue that education. So
Right.
we really appreciate those partnerships.
What high school is our largest high school in the district?
Right now, Springville High School is our largest.
Really?
Yes, and we have 3 high schools here in Spanish. So we
Yes.
have Spanish Fork High, Maple Mountain High, and Landmarks, our alternative high school that's right here.
Wow.
So what are some things we can look forward to be coming up in the future?
We got we did a survey last spring, and parents on that survey really showed a lot of interest. In fact, the majority wanted to come back to 6th and 7th grade, middle schools, and then 8th and 9th grade junior highs, and then 10th through 12th high schools. And so in getting that information back, we will now send out another survey in October. It'll be the whole month of October. And we would really like the community and parents to weigh in on how they would like to see that happen. We're looking at maybe doing a bond in a year from now, which would be 2018, but we want parent input. It's critical that we get the community input on how we're going to go forward with that. So look forward to that in October.
My older two kids were in the middle school system, 6th and 7th. Loved that.
I love that too.
6th graders are just ready to get out of elementary, but not quite ready to be with those big 8th and 9th graders. So.
And we had, they weighed in on academics, on social, and not only that, but direct feeder patterns. So so those that went to middle school went right into junior high and then right into high school. So it'd be the same. They wouldn't split like they're doing now.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, that was super important
Thank you.
information. Thank you so
Good
much
luck.
for
We
being
wish you
here.
a great school year, Lana.
We are excited.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up next, have you been to the farmers market yet this year? We'll bring a sample here. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. This is one of our favorite times of the year, time for the farmers market. Let's welcome Sarah McMullen O'Gwyn to the table.
Sarah, we're so excited to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
Thanks for coming. The farmers market's off to a good start.
Yes, it is.
They've had a couple weeks under their belt. You will go till the first Saturday in November?
Yeah, the
Last
first
Saturday in October, that time frame?
Yes, usually
Depending on
around that
produce.
time.
So tell us about your stand and what McMullen Orchards offers.
Well, we have been really blessed and lucky to be a part of the market for so long. We've been there for 26 years. And
So our farmers market has been going for 26 years?
In
yes,
Spanish Fork?
in Spanish Fork.
Wow.
Yes, and so it
I had
used
no
to be
idea.
located on the library lawn.
Okay.
And then we were moved over to the city building.
Okay.
And I've had the opportunity to sell the entire time. So
So since you were just a little girl?
yes,
Word.
yes.
Wow.
So it's been really fun.
Tell us the hours.
So it's open on Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay.
And then we usually get there a little bit earlier to set up, but it's got a lot of delicious things to offer. There's breads and honey, salsas, like you were talking about
Oh my
earlier.
word, yes. So I need to stop coming because we've been there the last few Saturdays since it's been open, and we have been just enjoying all of the bounty that there is to offer. I mean, we've been coming home with the kettle corn and the salsa and the berries and the peaches and the watermelon and the cantaloupe. I mean, it is so good.
Well, it's
So
enough
it's
to
delicious.
have dinner planned every night for the
Really?
rest of the week.
Right.
And so there's a lot of fruits and vegetables, and we offer peaches and pears, nectarines. We've got some apples. We
Just
have-
right there in McMullen's?
Yes, at McMullen's. And so we have different varieties throughout the 5 or 6 weeks that we are there. And so
Okay.
we have a lot of different produce that we bring.
So a box like this, how much would that be?
This is a 1/4 bushel box,
Okay.
and it's of mixed fruit. And so you get to, as the person buying it, you get to pick out what fruit you want to
Okay.
put in the box. And so if it's mixed, it's $15 for a 1/4 bushel box.
Okay, I love
And
that.
so, yeah,
So
it's
is
a really
your-
great deal.
Is your farm, is it generational? Is it like from passed down from your grandpa? You know, for
Yes.
people who don't know, for example, I'm a transplant, you know,
Yes.
into Spanish Fork. So is it from your grandparents and that how the farm came about? Oh, goodness.
Yes. So we are 4th generation farmers. My brothers and sisters and my cousins are 4th generation, and my sister and brothers have kids that are working there now as well. So it's a 5th generation farm that's run. And so our parents, my dad and his brothers and sister, work on the farm, and they all work together. So it's a family operation.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really neat and something amazing and proud to be a part of, that you can watch the harvest and be able to serve it to the public and be able to provide a good product.
Right,
Exactly.
right. So, Sarah, this year the farmers market has included the SNAP program. Can you tell us who does that cater to and what does it offer?
Yeah, so the SNAP program was really pushed and brought by Wendy from Tabitha's Way.
Okay.
And so she introduced the program to the market. And what is really neat about just the Spanish Fork market is that if someone comes and has $10 in SNAP money that they have, they can double it. So it's a double up program.
Wow.
So they can receive $20 instead of the $10. And then that extra $10 can go to produce, towards produce. So fruits and vegetables. So it helps to encourage people
so
to
nice.
eat healthier, and it helps our community as well. So it's just
I love
within
that.
the Spanish Fork market that they can use the Double Up program for this now.
That's awesome. So it sounds like you've also created a lot of relationships through the years. The same people coming through for years, right?
Yes, like you.
I've
One of
been
my
there for-
most favorite
Oh,
customers.
right.
You are.
But I do come because I love your peaches.
Well, thank
What do
you.
you-
Thank you.
What do you do with the peaches? So do you can? Do you bottle? Do you just make fresh peach pie? Like, what are some of the favorite things that you like to do?
I do jam, and then we do peaches and cream all fall. So we cut up the peaches and then pour whipping cream on top. It's
Oh, wow.
super healthy. Have
You
you
go.
tried that?
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
I do half, but yeah, it's the best to have.
So maybe I should
You should try whip.
cut back.
Yeah, you should try
from
half and
whipping
half.
cream to
That sounds like
to
butter,
half and half.
butter and peaches.
Okay.
Peach cobbler.
Peach cobbler,
That's
yeah.
my favorite.
But we also have a lot of varieties that are later in the season that are better for bottling. So you can bottle peaches. You can freeze them. We have lots of customers that freeze them and use them in smoothies. And
Oh,
That's how we like to
delish.
do it.
yeah, it's a lot easier. Or else, like you said, jams and jellies or drying. We have a lot of people
Okay,
drying
and
too.
that's so great for probably a lot of booths down there.
Oh,
for
yeah.
vendors, because you can just, like even corn on the cob, just cut it right off, put it in a bag, and have your fresh corn for the winter months.
And it's really great. We have a lot of vendors that do corn. We have, the Gordons, they have delicious corn. I could eat it every day of my life and be happy about it.
Yes.
But there's a lot of farmers that work hard and bring their products to the public, and it's a real blessing and opportunity
Well,
to
and
be
we're
able
lucky
to
as a
bring
community
it.
to be able to support you all, and thank you.
Yes,
I would
thank
rather
you.
support you than have my own garden. My husband would rather have a garden, but like, let's just pay the farmers down there and support them.
Well, we really appreciate it. It's like you mentioned earlier, I've met a lot of neat people, a lot of different people that I wouldn't have been able to meet prior. So, like I said, I was a kid, 15 years old, driving the car.
Yeah.
The truck down, which I maybe shouldn't have, but driving the truck down, and I've known people grown up with kids of their own that were kids
That's
when
so
they came to
cool.
see me. So it's really cool.
Okay, and remind us again how long this runs. Is it through November?
I think it's the first weekend of November.
I think so too.
That
Okay.
it's done.
7 a.m.
Yeah, no,
8
8 a.m.
a.m.
Yeah, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
And I noticed that
Saturdays.
this last Saturday when I was there that they moved the vendors back a couple
Yes,
feet so
they
that it
did.
widened, because the last couple years it is so crowded when you're down there.
Yes,
And there's
and
people
that's
with
helped a lot.
walkers and strollers, and the longer the season goes on, the more crowded it becomes. And so
Right.
it's I really noticed that the wider street.
It makes
the
a
the
huge
walkway.
difference
Yeah.
just having that few feet. And Heather Youd has done an amazing job, and all
Lots
the
of
other
volunteers,
people
yeah.
that have, Carrie Hanks, she really changed the market
Yeah,
and
she
brought
did.
a lot of positive things to the market and really changed it for the better and helped it out, improve it. So we
Well,
appreciate what they do.
Thank you to the McMullins for being there and being
Thank you.
that stable vendor
Absolutely.
for 26 years.
Yes, 26 years.
That's amazing.
Well,
So,
thank you.
yeah,
Thank you
thanks
so
for
much for
having-
stopping by and
thank
letting
you.
us sample. It was
Yes.
delicious.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Running your own business isn't easy. How can you break through the next level? That's coming right up. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. If you have a business or have thought about starting one or not, this next conversation is for you. Welcome Sherilyn Colby to the Chatter.
Welcome, Sherilyn. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you're here. I met Sherilyn at Women's Retreat. Now, I want you to explain to all of us, well, I know, but my friends here, how you came into doing what you do, business mentoring.
Okay, so I got into it because my husband was actually out of work for more than 2 years. And what
feel
I was
strained.
doing, what I was doing was just not cutting it with paying our bills and so I started a business during that time, and I went and got some training about how to help people overcome blocks and challenges. But I came home and I had no idea how to market myself. So I got really deep into marketing for a long time. And on the side, I was just, I was helping clients. I've helped hundreds of people with lots of different issues. But then marketing really became my thing. And I've also have coaching certifications, and I just love it. It's a lot of
That's
fun.
fantastic. Because here in Utah, there's a lot of stay-at-home moms, and they try to do something on the side. So
Yes,
do you
good
think you help a lot of women, but trying to focus on your business and your children and this and your husband, and let's not even go there, right? How do you help people to, especially women, I say, to realize that they're just important and they can do both in a way, instead of making the excuses?
Yeah. Well, there's so much I could say about that, but with women, usually women have a number of things that they're super interested in, and often they have a million ideas that they could make money from, honestly, and it's just picking a horse and riding it. Early on in my marriage, I sold things on eBay. I thought, oh, well, this is fun, and I've done a lot of different things, just here and there for fun to make extra money. And so there are women who are very crafty, and they have Etsy stores. And one of the things I see that's really common today, though, is mentoring and coaching. And women are natural coaches. We're great listeners. We really connect with people. And so one of the things I do is I take someone that's really interested in starting a business, or maybe they have something they charge for hourly. I help them create packages around that thing, a signature program, and it's just a lot of fun teaching them how to market that.
I'm curious to know, during that time, so you went away with that idea when your husband was out of work, and you came back, and then you started marketing yourself. How has he supported you since that time? How has he taken that?
Well, initially he didn't really understand what my training was, and he was so focused during that time of just trying to find a job and going back to school. He has been ultra supportive.
Good.
So, in getting training and getting education, we've invested over the years a lot of money, and he's always been super supportive. Sometimes he's wondered, well, what are you doing? What is that for? But he sees how it's all come together now.
Well, that's so key sometimes to have that balance too, because sometimes men aren't supportive in that aspect. So that's extra good.
So it sounds like you love to work with entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And whether large or small, can you go into an entire business and meet with the whole staff, or more just the leader in the company?
So I really focus on solopreneurs, and there are things I've done in helping businesses with their marketing specifically. There, I can do trainings for businesses that are having challenges, and often, communication in a corporation or a bureaucracy, is really interesting. And there's a fabulous book I love called Fierce Conversations that I highly recommend.
I'm reading Crucial Conversations.
Oh, I love
now.
that. Actually, I listened
Fierce.
to Ron McMillan speak not too long ago, and I one of the authors of Crucial Conversations. So the book Fierce Conversations really helps people have uncomfortable conversations. And, sometimes you don't know how to even broach a conversation or a topic. So
what do you have steps? So imagine I've got a great idea. I'm not sure exactly which direction to go.
yes.
And I can't really just get out there and jump in the pool.
Yes. So the first step is what we work on your inner game, because entrepreneurship, I believe, is like the greatest personal development program ever, and a great education, but it brings up lots of doubts and fears and lots of questioning. Well, am I worth being paid for this? And, and how much? And, lots of things about charging and pricing. So the first thing is your inner game, and learning to deal with your thoughts, negative thoughts, and there's a lot of things. Do you want to hear other steps?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the next step is helping them become a client magnet. And there's a number of things in this, but it's, creating that signature program. It is learning to have conversations with people, enrollment conversations, one-to-one, that are fun and enjoyable, not like the icky sales conversations that we think of, like car salesman type. And,
So you're building a relationship first.
yes. And also part of that marketing is attracting your ideal client, your right person.
So what's an example maybe of something that you've helped somebody set up?
Yeah. Okay. So let me think of. All right. So I have a client who is an artist and she's a musician. And so for her, she had a couple of different passions and she wasn't sure how to bridge them together. And actually, one of the main things that she came to me to work on was dealing with money, which is actually this step number 3 is dealing with your money mindset, mastering that. And so as we coach together, I have a money type system, a money personality system. And people take a quiz, they find out what their money types are. And that's a lot of fun. So then I coached her around what are her challenges in her business and how to step up and really be in her gifts.
So it's important to know what money
Means to you.
person we are, or what money means to us, or how do you, and that can be on every level, just from a couple, right? Rather
Yes.
than just an entrepreneur.
Absolutely, because how often are couples having conversations about
Right.
money and they're viewing it so differently, and often it's because they're prioritizing something differently. So in the money types, one of the types loves lots of recognition. They want to dress really nice, and they prioritize spending very easily. Natasha might know someone like that. I know she may know someone, but probably, we all know someone like that, right?
No, well, kind of. So I laugh because, isn't it funny though? Because I think you've just described my marriage. Not that it's so important, but I like retail. I like to shop. I like clothes. My husband, not so much. And not because it's not really important to him, but he's more the type that he could wear a very monochrome, the very same thing every day, and not necessarily because he doesn't like it. It's just not super important to him.
But what are his important things that he would spend money on? Is that where you would come in and help guide, Sherilyn?
So what we would do, well, with a couple, it would be different than if I'm just working on with the business owner. So with a couple, they each take a quiz that you can find on my website, SherilynColby.com.
Oh, that's cool.
/Spanish fork. And there I'll have a gift for anybody that would like it. There'll be a quiz and a little more information.
I love this kind of stuff where I can find out more
I
about
do
myself.
too.
I'm like, hey, what?
We literally were having this conversation in our home last night because Zuckerberg, what is his name? Mark. Yes. So the very intellect type, he could care less too about what he wears. He's very hoodie, very, the same thing every day, but he's a bazillionaire, right? So Mike Keith said, the same thing. He's like, that's his style. He compared himself to Zuckerberg.
Yeah, my shorts and t-shirts are like Mark's.
Pretty much. And I'm like, honey, you know what? I get it. So if that's what you're going to be like, and you're going to be Mark Zuckerberg, then that's fine. I'll do the shopping.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But imagine how powerful it is in a marriage if you understood why your husband was that way, a little more about his value system, because you know what things that he values.
Right.
But then you could also recognize some of the things that are his gifts. And one of the sad things that happens in life is sometimes people are criticized for their gifts because we're trying to put them in a box. And I'm all about helping people break out of boxes and old stories so that they can become online influencers, so that they can create meaningful marketing that begins with the core of who they are, not
So
trying to be
true.
someone else.
So true.
So if someone wanted to reach out and hire you,
How do they go about
how do they do that, and what does that look like? Do you go to their home? Do they come to you? Is there a package fee, or is there a one-time fee? Do you recommend multiple sessions? Explain that end of it.
So what happens is you can find me at SherilynColby.com, or I also have a Facebook group, Marketing for Influencers, and which is a lot of fun, and there's all kinds of tips that I give, and we work through blocks in the group. But we would have a conversation, and you could take the money types quiz and then reach out to me and say, hey, I want to know more about what this means. And we'll have a debrief conversation where I'll just share with you about your gifts and about some challenges you might be having. And then we can just talk about, are we a good fit or not?
Okay.
And if not, that's no problem. But if we are, then we'll talk about which of the programs might be a good fit for someone.
Okay,
That's really
perfect.
good. Yeah, I like that.
This was fun.
Yeah, this is so amazing. So how long have you been in your business?
Let's see, almost right about 6 years, but it's evolved because, there were a couple of years where I really focused on SEO and getting businesses ranked online. Oh, that's one of the other steps is getting traffic to your offers. So,
To your website?
yeah.
Oh.
Well, it
do that
depends.
too?
Wow, you're
Right,
very
yeah.
multifaceted.
But
you
it
do so
starts
many
with
different
your
things.
blocks, because for me, it starts with your blocks because if I'm going to come in and help someone with their business, let's clear the path so it's easy. All the other stuff is so much easier because you're going to have blocks and things that come up and get in the way.
That's fantastic. Wow.
Thank you for being here and educating us.
You're welcome.
I'll be on your
very
website.
good. Yeah,
Definitely.
very good.
Thank you.
Very educational.
Yeah.
Coming up next, a special treat just for us. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Here is one of my favorite topics. What's it like to be on the road to Miss America? Let's welcome Miss Utah, Jessie Kate Riley, to the program.
Wow.
Welcome.
Shining. Oh, we should sing that song. Shining.
Miss Utah.
so cute.
Like less than 2 months?
Yes.
Wow.
June
Wow.
17th.
Let me touch
Okay.
you. Let me
Oh,
say,
it's I'm back down. We're back down from cloud 9 now, working hard.
How's it been the last 2 months?
It's been a whirlwind. I've already been all over the state. I've even been to Washington, the state, and to Florida, to Miss America orientation. I've been all over doing all sorts of things, but it is so fun.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow. Yes. So 2 months into it, you're Miss Utah, and now, I mean, I think every little girl, you know, you watch the Miss America pageant on TV, and you're like, someday, someday I'm going to be Miss America, and all of a sudden, you really are.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
what does it feel like?
It's crazy. Honestly, like, you know, this was my second time competing at Miss Utah. And my first time I went with the attitude, like, this is so cool. Like, I'm competing at Miss Utah, and this is fun. I don't know that I want to win, but maybe get some scholarship money, perform on the stage, make some friends. Like, that sounds great to me. And after I walked out of my interview, I said, wow, like, I really want the job of Miss Utah because I think I have potential. Like, I think I could, that's something I could do. And so I prepared really hard as Miss Panorama Land, and I went back and I just had the mindset that this was it. I was going to lay it all on the table.
Wow.
And whatever happened was what was supposed to happen. And I guess this was supposed to happen because it happened.
That's an intense program. It's like swimsuit for fitness. So you're working
Yes.
out like mad, eating so good prior to
Trying.
and then the interview. Like, is that so intimidating?
Well, I really like to talk. I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, but I feel like I could talk forever. So actually, my problem is keeping my answers short.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's your platform?
My platform is called Find Value Within, and I spell value a little bit differently. I spell it VALYOU. When I was 12 years old, I really liked the word beautiful, but I felt like it pertained to girls that wanted to look pretty. Didn't like that.
Right.
I wanted it to be something accessible to everyone.
I love that.
Yeah, but I developed it. It was a long process developing, but when I was 12 years old, I developed an anxiety disorder called trichotillomania, and it's where you actually nervously pull your hair out. And as a 12-year-old girl with social anxiety, like, of course you want bald spots on your head, you know. It just makes it harder. And after a long time of talking with my friends and family, I decided that I needed, a little bit of help. I came to terms with that. And basically what it came down to is I just had to understand myself. I had to accept myself. And then I had to share that with other people. And so that came a lot through my music. I have been playing the violin for 17 years. And
how old are you?
I'm 20. So I started when I was 3.
I could go on and on about this. She's amazing. Amazing.
We're gonna go home and YouTube you. Yes, continue.
Yeah, I'm still on there. But so that was my voice when I was not sure of who I was and what I wanted to say to people. And my violin's name is Sam. He is very old. He's Austrian. But that's what kind of spurred my platform, is that I wanted to be able to share with other people my story, even though when I started I wasn't able to share too much of it. But now I'm able to talk openly about it, and I've actually had some really great response with people that have struggled with similar issues as I have.
This is amazing, listening that you had social anxiety at 12 and at 20 years old, you're Miss Utah.
I know. It just,
Like, that's powerful.
I just hope that I can show people. I want to show the little girl sitting at home that no matter what, she could be on the Miss America stage.
Yeah.
I want to inspire people that no matter their background, if they came from Beaver, Utah, and a one stoplight town, you still have the right and the ability to dream just as big of dreams.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm
yes,
like, hey,
I know. Yes,
could-
and I'm wearing your bracelet tonight, and you can follow her hashtag.
Okay.
Yeah, hashtag find value. And
Okay, I'm
even though
gonna
I
do
am
that.
from Beaver, I do know how to spell. I spelled it wrong on purpose. It's VALYOU. Find value.
That is so cool.
So I just want to encourage other people to put some positivity on social media. So share what makes you happy, share what you can share with other people, and use that hashtag, and I'll do my best to comment.
We'll do it on Studio Chatter tonight when we take pictures and Instagram.
Perfect.
And,
Thank you so
yeah.
much.
Yes, and speaking on the road to Miss America, remind us how we can be voting for you. So you know, not everybody can go to Miss America, but some of the ways that we can support you. So voting.
So Miss America will be aired live September 10th on ABC network, but there's only 15 girls that will be able to be seen on that stage, unfortunately.
wow.
I know.
No way.
So they reduce it by then, by that date.
To 15 girls. And so hopefully, I mean, I'll make it in there by
Yes.
merit, but if
Yes.
not, we want everybody in Utah to be voting. So go to www.missamerica.org/vote, scroll all the way down to Utah, and then vote. You can vote once a day, and all you have to do is log in through Facebook, and it doesn't cost. It's free.
Okay.
all the way up
really
until
easy.
September 5th.
I believe so.
Yes,
Something like that. Close
every
to
day. Be doing that every day up until September 5th. Let's quickly talk about some of the things that you also want to accomplish while you are Miss Utah.
Yes, so I am hoping to get in every school district in every county in Utah, just because, you know, you're small and you may not think that Miss Utah wants to come visit you. I do. I really want to be there. I want to speak to you. I want to perform with you. I want to get to know you. And so
I love that.
that's one of my biggest goals. And it might be a little lofty, but luckily we have a car to get us there, thanks to Murdoch. So that's one of my biggest goals. And
How
then
many
I
have you
also-
checked off so far?
3. So this is my third car. Every 2,000 miles I
Wow.
switch it out. So this is car number 3.
So,
Yes,
Now,
she
explain
wins
that.
a car.
Yeah.
Well, I knew you won a car, but every 2,000 miles you get a different one?
Yeah, so we switch them
They
out
rotate
just to
that.
keep them fresh. I know.
Nice.
Just a little perk.
I know.
I
My
bet
first
that must be
two.
to up their sales because they can say, oh, by the way, Miss Utah.
Sign this.
Has been.
Hopefully, you may catch me there one of these days. You know.
Yeah.
I'm in there quite often. But yeah, my first 2 cars were white, and this one I'm driving now is gray. And I walked out of my apartment to find it, and I was like, my car's gone.
Because you're on your third car and you're starting your third month almost. Oh my gosh, this is
Darn it,
awesome.
we can't
That's
remember
really
which car you're driving.
Just, how many ladies are in Miss America?
Yes, so Miss America is represented by one girl from every state, and then beyond that, you know, you have the girls competing at the state pageant and then at the local pageant. So it's a huge program. But this year at Miss America, we have 51 girls competing, with District of Columbia representing a state as well, or a territory.
Right. So, wow. That's really good.
Good luck.
It's
Lucky.
awesome.
I'm excited for
Thank
you.
you.
You're going to be amazing.
Thank you so much. I'm so
And
excited.
then you have a big year ahead of you just to continue to represent the state and
Yes.
and visit with people. So when we see you out and about, now that we know you, we can
Yes,
come
say
and
hi.
We're
Use
from
the
Studio
hashtag.
Chatter.
That's right.
I know, and she's just amazing. I mean, I could go on and on, of course.
You're
but,
so
But
kind.
we're so happy that you came to visit with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
join us.
Yeah, good
Really
luck.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good luck. Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Did you read our book club book? It's report time. Stay with us. Well, we made it again. We have finished our book this month, and it was The Greatest Salesman in the World.
Yes,
Good
it did.
choice, Alpha.
Oh, thank you. Did you love it?
I really did.
What did you love about it? Do you like the story? Do you like the way it started?
Yes,
and-
because I had no idea of how it would go. And I love books that are set up that in the beginning you kind of also know how it's going to end. It was
different.
beautifully written.
Because I thought, the greatest salesman in the world,
Yeah.
you know, it's about sales and kind of.
Well, Natasha and I are both
We're
in
both in
sales.
sales.
Sales anyway. That's
So I thought, who's going to want to read this besides Natasha and I? But
right.
I get it.
There was more into it, wasn't it? It
Very
did-
deep story.
It was deep.
What did you like about it?
Well, I think that it applied in so many different ways. You know, each one of those scrolls, it was how you interpreted it to your meaning. I know for me, I guess in a sales role, you have those ups and downs every day, you know, and you have to start anew kind of every day. And how am I going to apply myself today? And what are my goals? And how am I going to collect my no's today? You know, or how am I going to face those challenges? And then, you know, the religious aspect to it, you know, and how it applies spiritually and digging a little bit deeper. And how can I be a better person today and be a great salesperson, not applicable to
A job.
right.
Yeah, absolutely. I read somewhere that we're all salesmen. You know, if you're persuading your child to do something or your husband to like something, you know, we are, aren't we?
We are.
And one thing I really liked about it, and I've started doing it, where each scroll you're supposed to read for 30 days,
Yes.
on and on, so that you internalize it. You know, today I begin a new life. And there's another part which saying about loving others, not just, you know, isn't there one of the second scroll what was the second scroll? Do you remember? Do you remember what that said? Okay, I will greet this day with love in my heart.
Oh, yes, yes.
And, you know, looking at somebody else and just saying, you know, I love this person, you know, and to me it was like, I can't stand what you're doing, but I'm going to love you anyway. Do you know what I mean? And just thinking of that all the time and reading it 3 times a day. Anyway, things like that, I really loved it. And I'm trying to, because it's supposed to change you eventually.
Yeah.
Right.
21 days to change a habit. Oh, the other one was a habit. Breaking a bad habit so that you become a slave to good habits.
things.
Yeah.
I think there was something in there also about writing it down and keeping it in front of you. And a goal is not something until it's actually written down. And I really try and do that also and try and cross that off. I'm one of those, a goal person,
I am
to
too,
try and write it down and cross it off. So
One that I liked right here, it says, success will not wait. If I delay, she will I can't talk.
You can do this.
If I delay, she will become betrothed to another and lost to me forever. I will act now. And it's just even like when your alarm goes off in the morning, you have a choice. I will act now and get up. If I act now, I can have time to work out or fix the kids a homemade lunch rather than school lunch. It's just, if you act now, will your day be more successful?
Absolutely.
so much truth to that.
It is. So great book. Great author. I would love to read more about him.
Yeah, he's really good.
And quick read.
Much better than the
The other one.
Thank
you know,
you.
it's different,
Yes.
isn't
Yeah,
it? Yes.
different indeed.
Well, it's my turn again.
Yay.
So I wanted to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We just got notice in our book club what book we have been asked to read, and it's called The Ditch Digger's Daughter. So I have not read it, but it came highly recommended by a dear friend, and she said we're absolutely going to love it. So I ordered this at Barnes & Noble for $15 on Monday, and it came in the mail today.
Got it, right.
So if it's going to be a great book, I wanted to have my own copy. So A Ditch Digger's Daughter by Yvonne Thornton.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So I've been trying things on Audible. And
Oh,
I'm loving it.
I love Audible too.
Especially
yes.
self-help. Like you can listen to it again and put the CD in again and share it with other
That's
people.
right. Let's
I've
rewind.
been trying to crunch some time.
Yes.
True, yeah.
Multitask.
It's the
Yes.
best way,
Yes.
Well, it was a fun show today.
Yes,
Yes.
it was.
Yeah, we had a
Great
lot
to
of great
see you
guests.
again.
I loved seeing Miss America. Wow, we were close to Miss Utah. Sorry,
Yes,
Miss Utah.
the future Miss
So
America.
yes,
Yes,
I'm
and-
thinking
and,
big for her.
Yeah, it'll be fun to cheer her on for Miss America.
Good luck.
Absolutely.
Enjoy.
Yes.
Thank you.
You'll be going out. That'll be fun.
Thanks for being here with us. We hope you enjoyed the conversation.